Alright, I'm not amused. Episode 5. I got my boy King D and HD in the building. Leo Green Studios. Space Jam Jordan. And Silent K Assassin. Alright, y'all. I know everybody been watching the news. The news of the hour is Sha'Carri Richardson. And of course coming in last in this 100-meter race. Leo, I think it's only appropriate I let you go first. I hope you don't just go off the handle and just start talking crazy, but I think you know most about track. I think you know most about track than anybody in here. I'm not gonna be a hater in this episode.
Thank goodness.
But I do have stuff to say about it. But I'm gonna let you go first on your thoughts on the. Let's start with the race. And
I'm gonna go back further than the build up.
Yeah.
All right. So the build up with Sha'Carri she was the fastest American runner.
Yeah.
That didn't say anything about Jamaica.
Yeah.
So like seriously, the Jamaican girl, when they did her trials at that point, Sha'Carri Richardson should have been like, I knew I messed up. You get what I'm saying? Because she was running. The Jamaican girl was running close to the FloJo numbers. Okay, she ran like a 1060, 1064 or something like that. And Sha'Carri Richardson was at a 1070. And in track, that's a big difference.
Okay.
That is a big difference. Now, Sha'Carri was doing real good, in the American one, but like I said, the Jamaican girls had already been blowing up and doing what they've been doing. So it was no surprise to me, it was no shock to me that the Jamaican girls won the Olympics. And I think, sitting back kind of thinking about it, we can only speculate that she smoked weed so she wouldn't have to run up against them, because it still would have been the same results.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She would have came in at best third to second.
Yeah.
Okay. She would have came in, and that's at her best, because she is fast, but she got to work on off of her drive phase. At the very beginning of the race, she always is in last place anyway.
Yeah.
So if we fast forward now to where she ran, she lost the race in the beginning, and at that point, it was no reason for her to put on no burners, because she wasn't going to catch anybody. If you go back and you look at all her races, she loses in the beginning and she burns everybody when she gets to her top end speed. Yeah. So at that point, she was just keeping up when she got to her top end speed, because the Jamaicans had jumped out.
Yeah.
They're fans. It ain't no knock against it. Like if people go, like if you look at men aren't running 11 seconds like she's doing. Like high school boys or whatever.
Oh, what?
Are barely making 11, going under 11 seconds.
Okay.
How to do 11 seconds is like, that was a fast heat.
Yeah.
What you expect?
Well, let me ask you this real quick. Being off for a month, is that probably the reason why she was last?
It didn't help. It didn't help, because you got to think about it. All of those people right there were the same people that were in the Olympics.
Yeah.
All right. So they've been training. They in go mode the whole time. When she got cut off from being into the Olympics, why train right away? She wasn't working towards nothing. Yeah. I think this right here just kind of popped up. Hey, this season started. People don't go out doing their best in the first race of the season. Yeah. So she has shut down, and now she's building right back up. But it's hard, because all the meets that they're having now is to kind of showcase the Olympians. You don't mean world championships is like a year away from now or whatever.
Yeah.
So she's just trying to stay healthy right now. And
well, let me ask you this:
you got to think about the Jamaican girls. Some girls are in their prime right now. Sha'Carri Richardson ain't in her prime. That's another thing. Like, age make a big difference. Like, she is very young in the racing field. Those other girls, they probably like 30 years old. They've been doing it. That ain't their first Olympics. Put it that way.
Well, let me ask you this: you saw that she dropped out of the 200-meter race. Is there Reason why, just your speculation on why she probably dropped out of that one.
I think embarrassment is the reason.
Yeah.
They clowned her on that. What she look like running again?
Yeah.
So
mental health.
That's a lot to take in.
Say that again, Jay.
I said she dropped out because of her mental health.
Oh yeah.
That's the big thing, but that's the real reason. She went out there and just look real bad.
Yeah.
Because she's a better 100 runner than she is a 200 runner.
Okay.
I think after that post interview that she gave, I wouldn't run the 200 either. Like, if she was humble with it, like, hey, I've been out of it for a month, I'm getting back, I'm still young, I got more.
I think she was humble with the post, Jordan. I think she was humble.
Nah, well, I'm finna debate that, because that's what I came here to. That's where I came across the line.
I think she was humble. She ain't been running.
Nah, man. Here's my take, Leo. Let me put this out here.
She was humbled by them Jamaican runners.
Yeah, she got humbled, but she got humbled. I'm gonna put this out here. All right. So the reason why I'm just gonna say this. Oh yeah.
I don't think that she was what you call him. I don't think she was taking it out of character as a track person.
Let me say this real quick. All right, so you know what I'm saying. I think a lot of us probably been competitive in something. I know Leo, you played sports in high school. Jordan, I think you played football in high school too, right? Jordan froze. Jamal played basketball. All right, so we all. Man, okay, all right, you back. All right, and I played. I was competitive in gaming. All right, so I'm gonna tell you what I got, what I learned to be humble in gaming. On Facebook, people will let you know real quick that you're not as good as you think you are, because when you start calling people out and they accept the challenge, well, after they beat you, they gonna post it on Facebook, and so everybody that you talk trash, your lead up, well, their whole community, if this is a gaming community, they gonna all humble you. So, coming from her, when Leo, you said it seemed humble to you. To me, it seemed arrogant. Now, I say that because one thing a lot of us do when you playing something, you'll downplay your skills. So if you good at Tetris, for example, somebody asks you, "Are you good?" You say, "Man, I'm alright." And
she just gave you the facts, though.
Well,
best runner.
She did, but it was a. So she actually, it's like she foresaw people were gonna hate on her, so she started talking to them in advance.
It's already there. I mean, they've been hating on her since the weed.
No, I'm saying, so she was like, y'all haters can talk all the bleep y'all want. Okay, nobody has said nothing to her, so she's saying this in advance. I know I can't last. I know y'all about to talk. No, she. I get that, but her, what we calling cocky, it's almost like a prelude. It's a prelude to what I'm finna see when I get near my phone and I see all the hate. I'm talking to y'all in advance. It's almost like she swung the first hit. All right, and that's the thing. Maybe there's a chance people would have been a little bit more caring and a little bit more accepting, but she actually attacked first. You got to remember, everybody did get on her about the marijuana and getting suspended. You're right about that, and she probably did have hate, but at the same time, it didn't had a month to die down. So after this race,
it didn't die down. That was not even a month.
It was a month. It was a month. It was a month.
The Olympics just got finished. That's not a month.
But she got suspended before the Olympics.
Okay, she got suspended.
Okay. So I'm saying that. What's up?
I'm saying the times of the Jamaican girls or whatever is less than a month. That's what I'm getting at.
The time of the Jamaican girls.
Where they won the goals, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know that part, but I just know that when she got on the interview, the way she was talking, what me and Jordan are saying about it, she wasn't humble. She was calling out to the people that she already knew was gonna hate on her, which is fair. Everybody got haters, but you see LeBron and you see Kevin Durant deal with hate all the time. You don't really see Steph Curry. You see Russell Westbrook have to deal with the hate. You even see Patrick Beverly. And Patrick Beverly didn't handle it well after he pushed Chris Paul. But what I'm saying is they typically handle it better. Now they're much older and they're accomplished. You know, that's what helps. If you talking trash and you, like you said, she was stating facts. She said she's the 6th fastest person in the world, a woman in the world. But the problem with that is you're in a race and you came in last. People aren't really thinking about where you stand in the entirety of it all. They looking at where you stand in this race right now.
I know, but that's like you just like when people get upset at or what is it when people who don't know anything about basketball say something to LeBron James and that's what they get upset about.
Yeah,
it's more of those people. That's why I didn't see this her being cocky. If you go back, there's tons of cocky people in track.
Yeah, and
I didn't even see. I seen her. That was humble to me. You know, like what I didn't think was humble or whatever was the Jamaican girls making sure they got on her camera time. You know, that wasn't humble. Now I know the Jamaican girls is like, you know, it should be about me. It should be about me. But hell, it ain't about her.
Am I understanding this right? You saying when they walk by?
Yeah, they went to troll her. They went to go troll her. They probably already did her interview. Sha'Carri Richardson is off in a cut somewhere doing that interview. And they walked over there to get in the video. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
I'm going to put this out here.
I get it for the Jamaican girl. She like 0.2 of a second before she breaking FloJo's record or whatever. She's probably going to get FloJo's record. But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, all of the hate that she's getting from it is uncalled for. I'm gonna put this out here.
Hold on, sure. Let me say something. Why is it that Leo's being so soft on this woman?
I'm not being soft on her.
Everything about this woman oozes undisciplined. Like look at her. Look how she acted in the interview. She shouldn't even been interviewed. You came in last. Why are you even getting an interview?
I didn't get that either.
Any other losers? No.
I didn't get that either.
Yes. Oh, yes. They do
interview losers. Like, they do. I got an interview for loser. I should be excited.
FloJo got interviewed.
The first thing come out your mouth.
Same thing.
Talk your shit. Like, that's the first thing come out her mouth in an interview that's supposedly live. Is you want to tell people to talk their ass? Like, you just lost. Like, not only did you lose, you coming back off of suspension for smoking weed because of your mental health, and now you come back and get mollywop, and you still got the audacity to act like you got a right to an interview, and not only do you not have a right to the interview, you act like a fool in the interview, and it's like, why? And then you drop out of the race after saying in this post-interview that, oh, I'm here to stay, I ain't going nowhere, and then you drop out of the race. So not only that, now you look like a fool for saying I'm here to stay, and then you drop out of the race because you know you either ain't been training or you ain't ready. So it's like why?
She ain't been training.
Like I
said she ain't been training the whole time.
Like like where you disciplined? Have some be humble. You got humble, so be humble. Take your interview, say, hey, I wasn't ready. Long layoff. I'm gonna come back as strong as I can and shut up.
That literally would have been perfect.
I mean, like,
he's
you ain't
right.
Like, where is her coaches? Where is her guidance? It's like you got humble, and Leo is like,
he's right.
Oh, making all these excuses for her. Like,
I'm not making no excuses for her. Like, I say from the beginning, Jamal, hold on. I say from the beginning, she was gonna lose anyway.
Why you say she gonna lose anyway?
The damn time, Jamal. I looked at the time.
No. I'm saying
before she even ran or was going to the Olympics, I said that she was gonna lose against the Jamaican girls. The Jamaican girls was running at 10.6. She was running at 10.76.
Okay, so you saying based on time, you knew she was gonna lose.
She was gonna lose.
I'm saying based on time, should she have known she was gonna lose and shut up?
I say from the beginning, she might have even smoked weed because she knew she was gonna lose.
Well, she should have been smoking crack because she was slow. That's all.
I don't
She
think
need to
crack
up her
help.
drug
I
game
don't think
because
crack
she
help.
ain't doing it for it.
I don't think crack help.
She got to do better. Like,
I don't even think coffee
she
helps.
talk to whoever her plug and say, "Hey man, the weed I'm slow. I need to get fast."
We gotta
What you
turn
got?
up. We need an upper, not a downer. Look,
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this, man. I was in the comment section because that's where I live on YouTube, and somebody said something real interesting. They said, the person said they was watching that race live with their kids, and they, you watching the Olympics, so you think that's a family event. And when they got on, they said they were so caught up in the moment, they forgot who was getting interviewed. So when she started cussing, like, they tried to, it was too late to stop their kids from hearing it, but they were like, that's on them for knowing that she, saying, like, that is her personality. And they don't even blame, like, I don't know if that was NBC or what. They didn't blame, let's say it's NBC. I think it's NBC. They don't blame NBC for missing it because they do know it's live. They blame themselves for knowing that they should have saw who it was and almost censored it themselves, censored their kids away from that. And I was like, when you think about it, like, do y'all think that's going to hurt her Nike deal? Like, her
not winning is hurting the Nike deal.
Her not winning and the PR.
Yeah, the PR.
Because you remember Lolo Jones wasn't winning a lot, but she had the PR. She was, fan favorite.
Lolo Jones disappeared for a hot second, and she had to go do bobsledding before she came back.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all act like people that don't interview. If you are supposed to win, if you're the supposedly winner, they're gonna interview you. See the story. She would, if it wasn't for Sha'Carri Richardson, nobody would be caring about track and field.
Fair. Well, hold on, wait.
They had no other story. They had no other story going on.
I feel you on that, but let me say this real quick, Jamal. I'm so used to people not interviewing the losers, like Jamal said.
I'm gonna tell you why they did it.
Why Lolo Jones get interviewed?
All right, what'd you say, Jamal?
The reason she getting an interview, like, I know this is off the subject or whatever, but look at City Girls, look at Megan Thee Stallion, look at Cardi B. This is who they want in the media as far as, like, black entertainment, black women. And she, like, just like them, tattoos,
I agree.
eyelashes, wigs, like, of course they gonna interview her. They want to see what she gonna say. They hoping she say something crazy, and she did exactly that. So
Yeah, it do make.
Because of the controversy, you know.
Yeah,
what I'm
you're
saying?
right. It do make for TV.
Up, we man, that's perfect. She ain't
Yeah.
losing nothing. She gonna get paid.
You're right. They probably did that.
City
You're
girl.
right.
She'll have her own little sweetie meal or whatever after a while.
I had the sweetie meal the other day. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch to another. I hate to say drama queen, but another person that draws negative attention to themselves. That's what I'm gonna call it. And I'm gonna talk about Kevin Durant and Draymond Green having that interview. Now, me and Leo, I know you watched it. D, I know you watched it. I don't know if Jordan and Jamal, I don't know if y'all got a chance to watch it, but it's a real good interview. But I'm gonna skip to the part that I care about, which is him and Draymond and him openly admitting that was why he left. His Dray, I'm not gonna repeat what Draymond Green said to him, but Draymond Green used some strong words against Kevin Durant during that Clippers series. Now I know y'all probably don't remember from 2018, but anyway, Draymond Green has a show called Chips, and he asked Kevin Durant, was our dispute the reason that you left Golden State Warriors in 2018? And he just openly admitted that it was the reason. Now, he also said later on that he was, saying he's been on 3 different teams and he feels like he's growing as a player. And in the journey, if he feels like he can grow somewhere else, then he'll go. But he felt like he was the perfect fit for Golden State. So he played that term there. But he did feel like his term was kind of coming to an end. But he was also, if they wouldn't have got injured and they got the 3 rings, he also, I might be putting words in his mouth, but kind of wondering how far they could go because that would have been historic getting 3-peat. But anyway, I said that to say this. They together, Draymond and Kevin Durant, blame Steve Kerr and Bob Myers for him leaving off what Draymond Green said. And that makes no sense to me that they would. And I get it, you know what I mean? They done rebonded. They found their friendship again. But instead of blaming, instead of taking accountability, which I mean they did take, they then negated it, which kind of relates to Sha'Carri Richardson. They kind of negated it by then turning around and blaming Bob Myers and Steve Kerr for trying to force Draymond Green to apologize to Kevin Durant. When Draymond said, "When I apologize, I want it to come from me and not because I'm forced." Like, what are y'all thoughts?
He didn't even say that he was going to apologize. He just said that he told them he'll talk to him.
Oh, yeah.
So one never knows.
Run with it.
Yeah.
I thought it was a boring interview. Everything they talked about in the interview was boring.
It kind of was, but I expected it to be boring.
Everything they talked about.
We speculated it.
Who cares about Kevin Durant having kids or whatever?
Oh yeah.
What's this about? We knew that already. Like you said, they blaming Steve Kerr and the what is it? The owner of whoever it was, general manager.
Yeah, Bob Myers. Yeah.
They're trying to smooth something over that they made it awkward.
Yeah.
What the hell? Draymond Green made it awkward.
Yeah.
Right. And he probably wasn't gonna stay anyway. He just saying that to say to kind of calm down some speculation on a lot of it.
All right, well, Leo, since we on to you, I'm gonna say something to you. You always dispute this. I always say Max Kellerman is the best part of First Take, and I say that Nick Wright. Well, I also say that Undisputed is the hands down the best sports show. And then on top of that, Nick Wright is the best. Then Shannon Sharp, and then I go into look at your face, it's cramping up. And then I go into I know Steve. I put Stephen A. Smith over Max Kellerman, but Max Kellerman is still in my top 5. And what do you think about them taking Max Kellerman off of First Take?
Didn't mind at all.
You
know who they should put on there if they're gonna put somebody bad on? Remember the 7-footer they had on there?
Kendrick Perkins.
Not Kendrick Perkins. He was horrible.
That's what might be about to happen. Kendrick Perkins might be about to take his place.
Man, that's who got him fired.
It's going to be a bunch of different people coming in every day.
Oh, okay.
They taking it back to it's when it was like just First Take.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, they must be about to snatch the show all together.
From Max at all.
It can't compete with, man. Okay, so I'll put it like this. Fox.
It's Skip's show anyway. So Skip been gone. The show lucky been last this long.
Without Skip Bayless. Man, Fox Sports to me is killing ESPN. I'm going to tell y'all this. I stopped watching First Take because I got tired of Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman fighting. And it's all Stephen A. Smith. I blame Stephen A. Smith 100% for this because they always... You have Stephen A. Smith and you have Kendrick Perkins on the show, and they'll gang up on Max Kellerman. Like, their take is more important than he is, when to me it doesn't matter. Like, it's just your opinion. And they always come down on Max Kellerman. I think they both from New York, but I don't know the boroughs or nothing. But I think they're from 2 different spots. So it's like they be clashing lately. They didn't clash like this last year. This is a recent thing. It's just like recently that they just always jump down on Max Kellerman. They always make this statement. I expect to hear that from you. Huh?
Max didn't keep on to his role. Max was put there just to be a person to disagree with.
Yeah, yeah. So he supposed to take the crazy take. You know what I mean? Well, at least one of them. I see what you're saying. One of them has to take the crazy take.
No, it was supposed to be Max have the crazy off-topic take.
Yeah.
Stephen A. ain't supposed to be wrong on his. He's supposed to be right because he's Stephen A. He's supposed to have he have everybody's phone number in NBA.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's
That
phone
makes
number. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They be blasting off on Max, but at the end of the day, Max be right just as much as them, or probably more than them.
Yeah.
So
but we have to hear it over his lyrics though, and then I just tune out and start rapping.
Well, when Max start rapping, I hadn't heard him rap yet, but I know you don't like Stephen A. Scrutiny.
Oh, that's right. He used to be a rapper. That's right. I heard that. Yeah.
Max would just start throwing out like KRS-One lyrics, and it'd be like,
okay. He said, yeah.
What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah.
It was a stretch. Everything that Max did was a stretch.
Well, he was deep into hip hop, and like I said, he rapped too.
Well,
you can tell he still listen to rap.
Is there any
who
other?
Want to see? That's the big question. Who would you stick around to
like
watch the show with?
That will fit with Stephen A. Because that's the problem, right?
Jalen and Jacoby. That's the show I like to watch.
Is the other dudes Marcellus Wiley and then the other show with Achu and
Fox.
I think a lot of those are stuck on Fox.
Yeah, because I think Chris Bazaar be on those. Okay, so ESPN is Jay Williams be on. Yeah, I know what tall light skinned guy you talking about now. Yeah, because ESPN. Yeah.
What's his name?
Oh man, you know he a basketball player, but I don't know no bench. I ain't gonna call him no bench, but I don't know his name. But
I hope you get a picture of him and we be like, yeah, that's that guy right there.
Man, I couldn't even begin to figure out who that is, but I know what you're talking about. What is it? Honestly, on ESPN, all I really I liked First Take all last year, but I don't like it now. I used to go watch The Jump, but then Rachel Nichols got in her stuff, so I didn't want to watch The Jump. Really, ESPN, there's nothing to watch in there. I just want to watch Fox Sport. I want to watch First Things First. I watch Undisputed, and I'll suffer through Colin Cowherd. Outside of that, I like Max Kellerman.
I even faded away from the Up in the Smoke, All the Smoke, or whatever.
Oh yeah, I never watched that. I ain't never liked it.
After they got on, what's his name, Kwame Brown, I was like, it's funner to watch Kwame Brown than to watch them.
Yeah, what is it? You remember Kevin Garnett had a show like that?
Well, his used to be on TNT with the basketball.
Yeah. After seeing that, I'm like, I don't really want to see what's it called? Up in the Smoke? Up in Smoke? Yeah. And
they were more intelligent than Kevin Durant.
Kevin Garnett. So what? Matt Barnes is on like ESPN, and then
I think they switched when
Stephen
they got the deal.
Smith is on Fox.
They switched when they got the deal.
Oh. Yeah.
When they blew up.
Yeah.
It was over. They went all to Showtime or whatever.
Now you know the funny thing is I could watch Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless, yeah, but I can't watch Shannon Sharp by itself. I can't watch Club Shay Shay.
You can't watch Club.
I can't do it. I can't do it. But Undisputed is
energy.
Yeah,
he always
he feed off Skip. They make a perfect dynamic duo. But Skip by himself, I don't want to see it. I don't. Even worse, it's perfect when they get on Chris Bazaar. When all three of them on, it's perfect. But you know they had them weeks where it don't be nan one of them. It'd be Chris Bazaar and then the bench.
Yeah,
that'd be the worst shows.
Being ones I skip, man.
Yeah, oh yeah, I skip all those. All right, Jordan, man, what did you think about Call of Duty announcing Vanguard? You think Call of Duty should just hang it up? Think it's time to close the book?
I think one company should both companies come together and make one damn game.
Yeah.
Why are they doing two games? They just take both lackluster games and make one good game because it's confusing.
They'll make one bad.
Well, I'm gonna put this out here. I've been a Call of Duty fan for the last 10 years, Leo. You forced me on Call of Duty in 2009, so I'll just round it to 10 years. What is it? Sledgehammer is the newest one. I think Sledgehammer made that World War II game,
Yeah.
My favorite by far is Treyarch. Everything Treyarch do, I love it. Now I ain't play a lot of Cold War, but I love Treyarch. Because they the zombies. And then Infinity Ward is the third one. So you saying that Infinity Ward and Treyarch should work together and make a
I
game?
think Infinity War.
Because Sledgehammer just for real?
Yeah.
Because they just did Modern Warfare.
They did? Shit, I might be wrong.
Yeah, that Modern Warfare is theirs, which is weird because you know that's all the other games are Modern Warfare, and they turned around instead of calling this one 4, they just named it Modern Warfare. But
I know it's 2, but it's like it's kind of like how sports games get like Madden and shit.
yeah,
You know, it's just everything. We not getting new games every year. They got new names,
Yeah.
but we not getting new games every year. So it's like, what are we paying this $70 now for next gen? What are we paying this $70 for, man? And all they do is just
New
try
map.
to pump new maps.
Hey, all they do is recycle.
Bring back old maps.
Yeah, that's what they really
New
do.
flavor of Newtown. And man, we wasting money for no reason, man. The same game, but we buy it because guess what? Esports. Because they sell us this dream that we can play video games
For a living. Hey, he right.
You can make money off playing these games. So don't worry about the quality of the game.
He's right.
Just tell all your friends to get it so y'all can make a team and make money.
Yep, he right. He right. There's man. Look, I think I joined the gaming community. Street Fighter 4 came out in 2009, and I think I started playing competitively around 2014. I'm gonna tell y'all, it's so many people that I noticed from back then that did not. I'm not gonna say they gave up on life, but I'm gonna say they took gaming way too serious and put real life on the back burner, and having a job out of the question. You know what I mean? Like working on something to where you can make real money out of the question. They just took gaming just 100% focused, and they weren't really that good at it. So it made no sense. It made no sense. Like
It made no sense.
I'm gonna promise you, I've seen people that you just sit there and play the game all day, and they'd always, every time I log on, they'll call me, send me an invite to play with them, and they wouldn't be getting any better. Now I'm at work, 8 to 5. I come home, we all play the game to relax, all right? So you go to work, get you all wound up, you come home and you play the game and you relax. Now, in my relaxed mental state, I shouldn't be beating people on autopilot. You shouldn't be taking the game serious. You shouldn't be. Fighting games is like chess. You got chess, you got checkers, but I say it's like chess because it's one mind versus the other mind. And I would never give. Me and Alex used to always argue about which game is harder to learn, a basketball game or a fighting game. I would never give a basketball game that much credit because it's too many variables. And a fighting game is we all looking at the same 40 characters. Now, my character I pick is going to match my personality or my style or how my mind thinks. Your character will match yours. Me versus you is stable because my character is not changing. Anybody that picks that character can do the exact same things I'm doing. And that's the same for his character. When we playing, it's my mind versus yours. And no matter what I do, if you get hit by it, it's your fault. Because you should have learned it and you should have saw it come. You didn't necessarily have to see it coming, but you should be able to adapt. And it shouldn't just repetitively beat you over time. Now, in a basketball game, it's too many variables. It's too many people on the court. It's too many different ratings. It's too many. You shoot a wide open shot, but you could still miss it. Fighting games don't work like that, and that's why I will never say that a fighting game is as hard to play as a basketball game, or I want to say any sports game, but that's a stretch. Is as hard to play as any fighting game, but esports just basically turned a bunch of people. They tried to make a lifestyle out of seeing other people play something on YouTube and be good, and it inspired them that hey, that could be me too if I just commit.
Yeah.
But really, I don't know how IQs work. I don't know how your score on the SAT, the ACT, I don't know how that works. But it's just some people with a mental advantage on others. Like even in this group, when I'm playing a video game, I see Jamal learning faster or not learning. No, he's a terrible learner. I see him reacting faster. So that's like a physical gift he has over us. Like for real. And then, we talk about learning. If your IQ ain't up there, then you can't compete with somebody smarter than you. So esports it's really just collecting your money.
Collecting money. The tournament organizers are collecting your money. The game developers are collecting your money. Everybody is collecting your money, but you not collecting no money.
Yeah. You a donor.
You wanna make that money to tell your parents, look, y'all said I couldn't do this. Here go this $100 that I just won.
Yeah.
That's all it is, man.
Yeah,
and agree. The game publishers are eating that stuff up, man. Microtransactions and esports.
Man, did you watch any of Evo? Do you know if Dragon Ball Z still a hot game?
It's a hot game because they just did a patch, the update for it.
Yeah.
And they pretty much did. Basically, they just broke the game. Every character got buffed. Every character's broken.
Yeah.
They added broke. I mean, it's the final hurrah for the game, so they just broke everything. People having fun.
Just straight fun.
Everything's broke.
Yeah.
And that's a fun game. A broken game is a fun game.
I agree with
everybody's broken.
I agree with that one. That's Mortal Kombat X. Everybody just having fun. So what's the what fighting game is at the top of the hill? King of the Hill. What game is the number one game now then? Is it still it
had to be Dragon, because I mean the FGC kind of broken right now, so an update or a new character make you the flavor of the month.
Oh yeah.
That's what the FGC is right now, the flavor of the month.
Yeah.
Some characters came out in Street Fighter like last week.
Yeah.
So I think Street Fighter 5 is the flavor of the month.
I saw that with Oro coming out. He looked nice.
They dropped two characters. They dropped Oro, Akira, and a balance update. So Street Fighter 5 is the flavor of the month.
Yeah. Now that's weird. That Oro, his I don't know if it's his V trigger, V skill. I never learned what they call it, but that it's like a tracking move. He'll do a fireball and it's slow, and it's almost like Dalzim's Ultra in Street Fighter 4. But isn't there more characters on Street Fighter 5 with that same move? Like when I saw that, I was like, wait a minute, they didn't put a lot of thought into it. But then I looked up him on, I think, is it Street Fighter 3 he's on?
Third Strike.
Yeah. So he did have stuff similar to that. So they didn't completely make it up. But it's weird like that. Like I think of Monat having something similar is
Monat, Rose.
Yeah, Rose. That's what I was thinking about.
Tracking stuff, man. It's reusing assets.
Yeah.
It's cheaper that way, man.
Yeah.
Because you wanna make the game as cheap as possible.
Yeah.
So that you can upsell esports.
Yeah. Man. Well, man, I think that'll make for a great podcast today. Anybody want to give any shout outs?
Shout out to Leo Green Studios, man. He dropping more videos than I can keep up with.
I agree with that.
Thank you.
What'd you say, Leo?
I said thank you, Jordan. When is yours coming out?
When I am back home from vacation.
Definitely.
I got a banger that I'm dropping on I'm Not Amused.
Oh yeah, we definitely working on something.
For sure, we got something good.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought y'all had something cooking up. I saw the pre-work.
I was about to say that.
Renders.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put out there like this. Me and Leo got something we working on. Me and Space Jam Jordan got something we working on, and me and Silent K Assassin we got something we working on. So me and King D, we got to work on something. Now I know me and you didn't already talk, but I got a little project working in the works with everybody, and I want to work with everybody monthly. So whatever we working on, I'm just gonna put it out there. I got more ideas. I got a spreadsheet. I'm keeping track with all this stuff, and I got more ideas monthly. but I just ain't put them out there because, you know, the most important thing I'm working on, not gonna lie, is what I'm working on with Jordan, because I think that's gonna take our editing to the next level, and then after that, I mean, I think we gonna go to the next level on dropping videos. But so shout outs to Space Jam, Jordan, Leo, and Silent K. We gonna drop some within the next 2 months. Somewhere in September, right? Somewhere in September, we gonna get some. We gonna go to the next level on videos. What do you got any shout outs?
Nah, I ain't got none. Shout out to everybody.
Shout out to everybody. Jamal, I see his mic muted. I'm not sure if he busy. I'll give him a second, and then
You probably say something about shout out to Sha'Carri Richardson.
yeah, you know he probably in the comment section hating on somebody. You got any shout outs, Silent K?
Yeah, Studio 31, Hustle
Studio
Man,
31.
all sports talk.
Definitely.
Leo Green Studios.
Definitely.
Leo Green Studios out.
I put an S on it too.
Yeah, he a buster, but you know what I'm saying? His channel alright, but he definitely a buster.
Yeah, it's channel alright.
That's all. I got a little distracted, man. I apologize. You know, everybody in this podcast is busters. I don't know so about it. I just want to make that known. You know? I love all of them, but they busters. Man.
Busters.
Thank you. I love it.
I love it too.